You dirty rat. Ladies and gentlemen, through the marvelous medium of Armory, we are now able to take you to the home of one of Hollywood's most popular young couples, Mr. and Mrs. Tony Curtis. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Tony Curtis, as you probably have read about in such magazines as Playboy, Modern Screen, Variety, Newsweek, Time Life, Popular Mechanics, and even Field and Stream. Now, I'd like you to forget everything you know about the Curtises or everything you think you know. But right now, I give you the real Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh. Janet, let's go to bed.
Yeah. Oh, I just hate to read the paper these days. There's nothing but trouble in the world.
Well, don't upset yourself, dear. The UN will handle a Congo crisis.
Oh, it's not that. June Allison and Dick Powell have poof.
Well, the UN will handle that too, dear. What?
Glenn Ford prefers Hope Lang?
Janet, dear, I'm as fond of Luella Parsons and Hetty Hopper as you are. But I do think you ought to read the front page of the newspaper once in a while.
Where is it?
Here, where it always is, dear, the first page in the paper.
Very funny, I don't know why I bothered. It only confuses me. Now, for instance, what is this electoral college I keep reading about? I thought Kennedy went to Harvard.
He did, dear, but the Electoral College is something else. Now, let me see. How can I explain the Electoral College?
Well, you could start by telling me where it is.
Well, it isn't actually in any place.
Oh, it hasn't got a campus.
No, it hasn't got a campus.
I wouldn't want the girls to go to a college without a campus.
Janet, don't worry. The girls won't be going to Electoral.
Oh, it isn't co-ed.
Well, there are women involved, yes, but it isn't a place you would send
What about their football team?
What football team?
The Electoral College football team?
Janet, you might as well hear it from me as from a stranger. They ain't got no football team.
No?
No.
Gee, that's funny. I could have sworn I saw them at the Rose Bowl.
Sure you did. We saw them play at the Rose Bowl, and we all sang, "Fight, fight, fight for dear old Electra."
Yeah.
It never happened, you nut.
Oh.
Now sit down and please try to understand, all right?
Okay.
Now.
I think I'd like Kelly to major in art.
Well, so would I, dear, but not at the Electoral.
And I don't want the girls going to one of those wild colleges where all they'll do is run around with a lot of boys, you know.
Janet, this is not a wild college.
Well, then we can send them there.
No, we can't send them there.
Is it too expensive?
That's got nothing to do with it.
Well, will you tell me, is it or is it not coeducational?
It's not that kind of a college.
What kind of a college is it?
Well, the Electoral College is called a college, but it really isn't a college. You understand?
Yes.
Sit down. I think I know how I can explain it. The Electoral College elects the President of the United States.
Elects him what?
Elects him President.
Well, then why do we vote?
I don't know. No, I know why. I'll explain it to you now. It's very simple. There are two kinds of votes. There's the popular vote and the unpopular vote. Now, no, that's not it either. No, there are two kinds of votes. There's the popular vote, and then there's the electoral vote. Now, if the popular vote and the electoral vote, don't interrupt me. Now, if the electoral, no, I've got it. If Hedda Hopper and Luella Parsons voted, and each one voted for a different party, and if it's a split decision, well, what they do then is they call the Electoral College, and they ask this...
Dear.
What?
It probably works this way. The electoral vote is the vote cast by the electors, voted to the college by each state, based upon the number of congressmen and senators from each state. Is that what you're trying to tell me, dear? For what?
It's Splitsville for Elvis Presley and Tuesday Weld.
Darling, let's go to bed.
Yes.